Welcome to our Flag Day celebration. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for being a great audience. We have our student presenters today, so please make sure that we are giving them our full respect. Also, Flag Day is a moment to take a minute to honor the flag. It's not the piece of cloth. It is not the material that we're honoring. It is the symbol behind it. It is the meaning behind it. It is the choices and changes that we've made throughout our nation's history to keep becoming a better and better country. Our flag was not the flag that you're looking at today up on that wall when we first started in 1776. Just like our nation has changed, our flag has changed. We've grown as a country and our flag has changed to represent that. It's an evolving piece that symbolizes what we want our country to be. So we're going to start by presenting the colors. Our honor guard is going to be Howie Sexton, who is a cadet with the U.S. Navy Sea Cadets. So please stand, put your hand on your heart, and remain silent as we bring in our national flag. Please remain standing and we will say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Can we have a round of applause for Howie for being here? No matter what country you go to around the world, you will see a flag. And the flags are different shapes, different colors, different meaning behind them, because they're all made and created to represent something about that country. When our country was founded in 1776, it was based on an idea that we did not need a king or queen to tell us how we should be as a people, that as we the people, as voters, we can all make the best choices for ourselves and for our own lives. And at the time, it was a revolutionary thought. Never before would they have ever trusted people to represent themselves and make decisions for themselves about what was best for them, and trust people to make a decision about what's best for their country. And over the course of our history, we've continued to change and evolve. Today we're going to talk about the flag and how our flag has come to look the way it does and the meaning behind it. You don't have to listen to me, good thing. We have some speakers today who are going to present some interesting information for you. So please, let's make sure we're sitting down. Please make sure we have our voices off and give our full attention to our speakers for today. First up, Sophie from Mrs. Martin's class is going to talk about what do the stars, stripes, and colors of the American flag represent.
The American flag is not only beautiful, but there is significant meaning behind every little piece. Have you ever noticed that there are 13 red and white stripes on the American flag? 7 red and 6 white stripes represent the 13 original colonies. The 50 white stars on a blue background stands for the 50 states of America. If you look at an old flag, there will be less than 50 stars because we did not have 50 states until 1959. The flag did not change to its current version until 1960. The American flag is known by many names. It is referred to as the Stars and Stripes, Old Glory, and even the StarSpangled Banner. Each color on the flag has meaning. The white on the American flag signifies purity and innocence. The blue for perseverance, justice, and vigilance. The red is for hardiness and valor, although some people have said that the red is for the blood of patriots who fought to protect our great country, the United States of America. So next time you sing the national anthem or recite the Pledge of Allegiance, think about the flag that you are looking at and what it means.
Thank you, Sophie. Nice job. Up next, Audrey from Mr. Catlin's class is going to talk about what did the first American flag look like compared to today's American flag. Audrey, come on up.
The American flag is a symbol of our country. In 1777, legend has it that George Washington asked Betsy Ross to sew the first American flag when the colonies declared their independence from England. The Continental Congress ordered that the flag have 13 stripes alternating red and white, and 13 stars on a field of blue in a circle to represent the 13 original colonies: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island. In 1818, President James Moore ordered that a new star would be added to the flag for each new state of the United States. As America has grown, many more stars have been added. In 1960, our flag added a star for Hawaii, our final state. Our flag now has 13 stripes and 50 stars. There are 9 rows of stars. The first row has 6 stars, the second row has 5 stars, and the pattern continues. The 13 stripes represent the 13 original colonies. The 15 stars represent the 50 states. The colors of the flag are symbolic too. Red symbolizes bravery, white symbolizes purity, and blue represents perseverance and justice.
Thank you, Audrey. Up next from Mrs. Hockheimer's room, Sean is going to talk about flag etiquette.
Hi, my name is Sean. I wanted to be the spokesperson for my homeroom because I love Flag Day and love to learn about it. My parents are in the Army and I respect them for what they have done for this country. Here are some rules about the flag etiquette. The custom is to display the flag from sunrise to sunset, but it may be displayed at night if it is illuminated or lit. The American flag should only fly in good weather conditions. The flag should not be displayed during rain, snow, and windstorms unless it is an all-weather flag. The flag should be on display at every public schools and school days. The American flag should always be flown above other flags. The flag should be on display all day, especially on President's Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day, Labor Day, Independence Day, and Veterans Day. The flag should never touch anything beneath it, such as the ground, the floor, or water. When a flag is no longer in good condition, you can bring it to American Legion. On Flag Day, they often have a ceremony to retire old or worn flags.
Thank you, Sean. Next up, Jocelyn from Mrs. Seiler's class is going to talk about why is the flag always folded in a special way.
The flag folding ceremony is centered on respect. The ceremony represents the same religious principles in which our country was originally founded on. In the ceremony, the flag is lowered, folded, and kept under watch overnight as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The flag is folded 13 times. Each fold has a specific and different representation. As a brief overview, the first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The third fold is made in honor and tribute of the veteran departing our ranks and who gave a portion of his or her life for the defense of our country to attain peace. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies. The ninth and 10th folds are in honor of womanhood and fathers. The last fold, when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God We Trust."
Thank you, Jocelyn. Up next for Mrs. Greenman's class, we have Maddie, and Maddie's going to talk about who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner and why.
The writer of the poem, The Star-Spangled Banner, was Francis Scott Key. On September 13, 1814, Francis went on a dangerous mission. He traveled to a British prisoner exchange ship outside of Baltimore, Maryland. Francis went to ask for his friend Dr. William Beanie's release. The British agreed to release him, but they would not allow either of the men to leave the ship. That night, the British launched an attack on Fort McHenry. The fort protected the city of Baltimore and its harbor. If it fell, the British could capture the city and the surrounding land. A victory for the British could lead to an American defeat in the war. Throughout the day and night, the British bombarded the fort. The morning after the attack, Francis took out his telescope. When he looked at Fort McHenry, a sight gave him great hope. The large American flag at the fort was still flying, so the fort had not fallen. The United States had won the Battle of Baltimore. Francis wanted to write about his joy, so he took a letter out of his pocket and started to write on the back of it. Francis titled his poem, Defense of Fort McHenry. After being released, Francis finished writing and revising the poem. He showed it to Judge Joseph Nicholson, who was in command of the volunteer troops at Fort McHenry. The judge said it was an excellent poem. He told Francis to have it printed. Soon after, Francis's poem appeared in newspapers. Everyone at Fort McHenry received a copy of the printed poem. Many people around Baltimore also read the poem. But Francis did not want any special attention. In October 1814, a Baltimore theater held a performance of Francis's poem set to music. When the store printed the music, they changed the title to The StarSpangled Banner. That was the name of the flag that was still flying at Fort McHenry the morning after the battle, and that is why Francis Scott Key wrote The StarSpangled Banner.
Thank you, Maddie. Next up for Mrs. Petlin's class, Gabriella is going to talk about why are flags flown at half-staff?
Why are flags sometimes flown at half-staff? Flags are flown at half-staff as a symbol of national mourning or remembrance. They are usually flown at half-staff when the national figure dies, but they can also be lowered as a sign of sympathy or support for foreign nations going through periods of mourning. This tradition dates back to the 1600s when a British ship's captain died on his journey, and the ship lowered its flag to honor the captain. Who gets to decide when a flag is flown at half-staff? The president can order the flags to be lowered at half-staff throughout the country, but the governors of each state can also order the flags to be lowered. How long the flags stay lowered depends on who or what is being remembered. They are September 11th. Days that a flag always flown at half-staff. They are September 11th, Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, on December 7th, Peace Officers Memorial Day, on May 15th, and Memorial Day.
Thank you, G. So, we reserve a special honor for 5th grade. Every year that you've come to the Flag Day ceremony, you have been able to sing one of the songs that honors our flag. And we reserve the special honor of singing the national anthem to the 5th graders, and you finally made it. You are in 5th grade. So I'll turn it over to our music department, who is going to lead you in the singing of our national anthem.
Remember, if you have a hat or hood on, please take it off now. Quietly stand up.
You may be seated. Our flag is flown around the world as a source of pride. Our flag is flown around the world as a symbol of all that this country is founded on and its ideals. When you sing the national anthem, do you know you're singing the only national anthem in the entire world that begins and ends with a question? Oh, say, can you see? Is the flag there, and does it still mean what it means? Does the flag still wave? It asks at the end. And the answer to that question really depends on what we do. The people in 1776 gave us a framework. Since then, there have been amendments to the Constitution, there have been changes to our country, and it is up to us, we the people, to decide where we want the future of our country to go. And so we take this moment to celebrate the flag as a symbol of our ever-changing country, and knowing that certain ideals need to stay forever solid, and other ones need to evolve with the times and become a new country, as represented by the new flag that stands before us today. At this time, please rise and put your hand on your heart, and the color guard will remove the flag. We give another round of applause for our color guard. Please be seated. Can I give one more great big round of applause for our speakers today for doing a wonderful job. As we see that flag flying around our country, at post office, at schools, at houses around our country, please think about everything that it means. At this time, please look to your teacher and they will let you know when you are dismissed.